Welcome back to Recap Central. Today I'm going to explain the movie called The Thousand Faces of Dunjia. Spoilers ahead. Subscribe for more videos like this. A long time ago a story was told about the power of dunjia that allows the user to manipulate creation and destruction. The Wu Yin clan has been searching for the power so they can protect Earth from outside invaders. A giant asteroid is heading towards Earth and lands in a forest. In the city of Kaifeng, Dao is looking for criminals, asking around in the local stores. A woman tells him he should stop as the drawings of the criminals are fake. Dao sees a man that looks like his picture and goes after him. The woman takes out her demon detector and sees there is a demon nearby. Dao follows the man who is carrying a bowl with a fish inside. The man arrives at a hotel and yells at the owner to give him a room. The owner doesn't like his rude behavior and refuses to give him a room. They start arguing and suddenly the fish turns into a monster and swallows the big man whole. It tries to eat the owner, but Dao arrives and attacks the creature. The monster knocks Dao back. The lady from before is there also. She tries to trap the monster but it escapes. They continue to fight and the fish climbs onto the roof. Dao chases him. The lady transforms into a piece of cloth and flies after the fish as well. She comes down transformed into a monk and uses his demon detector to find the creature. It leads him to a brothel where he finds Dao. The woman reveals her true identity. She is known as Dragonfly. She tells Dao to go home as the demon is too powerful. But he ignores her and goes to the second floor. The creature isn't there. Dragonfly also comes and notices something suspicious. As she looks at a picture, the fish in the drawing starts moving and turns into the monster. But Dragonfly manages to trap it in a magical net that stops it from growing larger. She then erases Dao's memories and takes him back where he was before. Dragonfly is from the Wu Jin clan and they have a base where they track demonic creatures. The oldest member of the clan, called the First Brother, discovers the fish they caught as a trap. He tells Dragonfly and leaves. He feels this enemy is very powerful as he can feel its aura even from here. He told the second brother Yun to follow the clues their master left to find the holder of the dunjia power. He will go to the city of Lu to see the weapons master that recently found the legendary weapon called the Slayer of Gods. Dragonfly gathers everyone and orders them to relocate and leave the fish behind. Before leaving he leaves a clue so the second brother can find them. Yun arrives at a hospital following the clues. He sneaks into the basement where the most dangerous patient is held. Inside he finds a young girl. Her name is Ring. He gives her some food and sees a birthmark that resembles a clue their master left. Suddenly the girl's eyes start glowing blue as she turns into a giant creature. A scream can be heard from outside. Meanwhile, in the city of Kaifeng, worms start filling the streets. The meteorite starts hatching and releases a giant flying monster. An earthquake shakes the whole city. The Wu Jin see the temple of the ancestors sinks into the ground. They think the demon did it and go to investigate. They enter the tunnels and find a large cave containing what seems to be a sealed demon. Strangely, the seal has their guild's name written on it. Thousands of skeletons surround it, probably from previous guild members. They are surprised to discover the creature inside is still alive. Just then they hear a noise and see a man falling from the caves. It turns out Dao also came to investigate the origin of the earthquake. The Wu Jin tell him to leave as it is about to become very dangerous. The creature comes into the cave and transforms into a devil-like monster. It looks at the seal and releases a shockwave that knocks down the Wu Jin. The creature breaks the seal and releases a bat-like monster. The black demon attacks the Wu Jin. Dragonfly tries to fight it but it knocks her down. As it is about to finish her, Dao attacks the monster trying to save her. But the monster grabs him and cuts one of his legs. Dragonfly sees that Dao is about to die and she tackles him away from the monster, which results in Dao also losing his arm. Realizing they are overpowered, the Wu Jin throw bombs and escape into the water. They rush back to their hideout and try to save Dao. Surprisingly, the second brother also made it to the hideout and he brought Ring. He tells them the girl is destined to be their leader. He explains the girl transformed into a peacock-like monster but he managed to turn her back to human. He shows them the birthmark and they all recognize it as the symbol of their master. Dragonfly is skeptical of the girl as she doesn't remember her past. They erase Dao's memories and give him artificial limbs. They travel to Lu to meet the first brother. The weapons master meets the guild masters to find out the nature of the Slayer of God's weapon. But when he opens it, the box is empty. However, when the leader of the Tang Guild examines the box further, it reveals a glowing orb. The masters use their powers and the orb transforms according to their element. The weapons master notices the Tao leader didn't use his powers. His aura is similar to the captured fish, so he suspects he is a demon in disguise. It turns out the weapons master is actually the first brother that transformed to find the demon. He then starts chanting and traps the demon in a seal. Seeing its cover is blown, the demon transforms into its original shape and escapes the seal. The red demon unleashes its power and knocks out the masters. The black demon flies in and takes the God Slayer. The creature has control of the masters after tricking them into eating herbs that make them more powerful. He orders the masters to attack the first brother. The first brother tries to fight back but gets crushed under a statue. The black demon reveals he created the Slayer of Gods and planned this meeting to destroy the Wu Yin clan. Meanwhile, the team arrives at Lu and stay at a hotel while they look for the first brother. Dao says goodbye to them, but when he speaks to Ring, he sees her turning a dead flower back to life. She tells Dao to show her his arm and starts regenerating it as he screams in pain. His entire arm grows back and the same happens to his leg. The process is very taxing on Ring. She bleeds from the head and goes unconscious. Meanwhile, Dragonfly gets ambushed by the clan masters. Many blades destroy the area as the Tang leader arrives to kill everyone. The team attack him, but the blades send them flying. Dragonfly fights him alone, but he knocks her back with his magic. Dao rushes to help her and she is shocked to see he regrew his limbs. Dragonfly won't give up and decides to fight while her team escapes. The man throws his blades towards Dragonfly. Just then Dao jumps in front and surprisingly he can also control the blades. He sends the blades back and knocks the man into a building. Dragonfly runs away with the team. But Dao stays back with his new powers. He fights the Tang leader and ends up holding him by the neck. Suddenly the Flame Master shoots fire at them. That turns the Tang Master into dust but do nothing to Dao. The Flame Master charges Dao but he easily stops him. Dao punches him into the ground, killing him. Dragonfly runs into the Weapons Master that tells them he can take them to the first brother. She hesitates but ends up going with him. They stop in a forest and the Master turns back into the first brother. He tells them Ring is not the leader of their clan but a weapon of the demons. He attacks Ring, but a man that looks exactly like the first brother saves Ring. It turns out the man from before was actually the Master of Death. The two fight while the team escapes the area. The Water Master attacks the two fighting. He kills the Death Master and badly wounds the first brother. He grabs Dragonfly and Yun and tries to crush them with his powers. Ring sees his friends are about to die and releases her powers and kills the Water Master. When Yun wakes up, he sees Ring is close to dying after using his powers. After touching the girl, a spirit tells Yun she is the leader of their clan and is destined to save Earth. But Yun wonders how that is possible as the girl takes her last breath. They bury her and the first brother says she gave them their powers after her death. They must use them to save Earth. The red demon notices something in the sky. A giant rock flies towards them as it knocks the black demon to the ground. The creature breaks free from the boulder and attacks Dao. They fight in the air but the demon is no match for Dao. It gets punched and crushes into the ground. The red demon attacks Dragonfly but she easily evades and kicks it into the ground as well. Seeing they are outmatched, the red demon uses the Slayer of Gods and fires bombs towards Dragonfly. Yun gets in the way trying to save her. But suddenly time stops and a peacock demon flies into the sky from the grave. He takes all the bombs into the air. But the red demon traps it with its tentacles and shoots it with the Slayer while the black demon attacks from behind. In the last moment the bird escapes and the bombs hit the black demon. The bird grabs the red demon and throws it into the bombs, killing it in the process. Ring flies out from the flames. Her friends are happy she is alive and they all embrace.